So on this video, we are going to do something a little different. Roll the music. So what we're going to do in this one, we're going to set our destination to Kettering in Northamptonshire. I have never ever been to Kettering in Northamptonshire. So I thought, it's Wednesday, so I thought, got nothing much on today. And for video content for the channel, I may as well see whether I can set my destination in the northwest, which was in Knutsford, to go down to Kettering and getting jobs along the way to Kettering. That is what we're going to do. Now, for the first time in a long time, I've got no target to hit today. I've literally got no target. I'm not under pressure. But we'll see whether or not it is worth it to log on in Knutsford in Cheshire, and whether it'll give me work all the way down to Kettering, and then in Kettering, give me work there as well. Let's find out. Let's go to log on and let's set our destination. Oh lad, that's just not going to work, lad. That is just not going to work. That was wasting your time, lad. Wasting your time. Okay, so let's set our destination to Kettering, UK, and let us go online and see how we get on.
Head south.
117 miles to Kettering, but we want to get jobs all the way down there. Let's see what happens. God loves a try, doesn't he? God loves a tryer, and he's trying. He's very, very trying. Okay, working our way down to Kettering, and we've had our first job in Congleton, where we are now. Just dropped off at Peck's Fine Dine Restaurants. Just dropped off the chef there at Peck's Fine Dine Restaurant. So that was only 4 miles, and that yielded us £13.80 to go 4 miles. So now we are 123 miles away from 123 minutes away from Kettering, and we are 105 miles, but we're getting jobs. But the question is, how many jobs will we get before we hit Kettering, and how much money will we have in the pot before we hit Kettering? So just outside of Congleton by Road Heath. So we are in Cheshire, but not a million miles away now from the staff's border. Just come through Stoke and nothing. Well, I got offered a job in Stoke, but it was in Stone, 17 minutes away. But have you ever had that on your screen where it says, oh, something went wrong, and the job disappears away? Well, that just happened to me then, and the job just disappeared away. So we're on the M6 now. We are currently 91 miles from Kettering. We're going to wear Kettering when we're there, of course, as well. And we are 98 minutes away from Kettering, and the skies are dark and heavy. We've still only got £13 odd in the pot. So, but now being on the M6, we're heading down to junction 11A, which is 22 miles from here. But can we get anything before we hit junction 11A on the M6? Well, today is going to be a marathon and not a sprint. So we've done our second jobs, and now in Walsall. We're 62 miles away from Kettering now, and it'll take us 72 minutes to get there. Just done a job then, which was £12 odd, £12 something. What I'll do today, I have a target in mind of what I want to hit. Okay, and at the end I will tell you whether I've hit my target or not. So I have a target in my mind. I won't tell you what it is now, but I have a target in my mind, which will basically, because hopefully I'll hit it. Now today's Wednesday, so today generally is a quiet day everywhere. But if I can hit this target today, and it's a bit of an adventure as well, and it's a little bit of an adventure. We are not, you know, we're not really, you know, I'm not under pressure today to do a target. If I was, I wouldn't be doing this. But it's just an adventure, and see where we go, see what happens. So far, only 2 jobs in, but we're doing a lot of miles. But you know what? It's an adventure, and we'll see how it all pans out as the day wears on. This is a marathon day, not a sprint day. So we are in Great Bar now in Birmingham. So we're moving, we are now 68 minutes away from Kettering and 57.3 miles. We've done only 3 jobs, but as I said before, it is a marathon, not a sprint. So we're moving towards Kettering. We've got 3 jobs in so far. Can't remember how much we got in the pot now, but we'll look at that when we get to Kettering. We are working Kettering as well, so basically so far we've paid for our fuel down to Kettering so far, but we've got a lot more to do. And in Birmingham, obviously here now, I'm eligible for cash trips, and I just got offered a cash trip as well, but I've turned my cash trips off. Reason being, I don't want any cash trips. I want to keep it nice and simple. I want to keep it just nice and simple today, and just on the app, just on the you know, the app payments all the way through. But cash trips, I will do a video. I will come back and do a video here in the West Midlands in the future, only accepting cash trips and nothing else, and we'll see how much I'd make doing that. But this today is the challenge. Today is job to job to Kettering from the northwest of England, where I started off before, in the northwest of England, in a very rainy northwest of England. But now here in Great Bar, it's sunny, but we're heading again towards Kettering. And a big up to Gareth Taylor, my old mate Gareth, who is from this very place. So if you're watching Gareth, he's a taxi legend. If you're watching Gareth, good afternoon to you, or hello to you. So we've worked our way down, and now we're in Kettering. My first time ever in Kettering. The jobs we got coming down here, paid for the fuel and my lunch and a bit extra than that. But don't forget, I have a target in mind, which I'll tell you at the end of the video, and a bit more as we scroll along the video. But let's do the stats. That's stats. What's my stats then? 4.97 rating. I've dropped down in my rating as well. I have got 495 5 stars, 1 4-star, 1 3-star, no 2-star, and 3 1-star ratings. 3 1-star ratings. No recent rider feedback. 1-star ratings. If you get them, as I've always said, don't worry about them. Someone's having a bad day, or someone's in a carbon, or someone doesn't like the look here, or someone doesn't like your car or the way you drive, or anything. As long as you don't get an email from Uber, don't worry about it. So my rating, I used to worry about it, but now, and for the past few years, not bothered. 4.97 rating. It's better than most of the riders anyway, so who's arsed? Who's arsed? Right. I've got a 70% acceptance rate and a 2% cancellation rate, which keeps varying from 1 to 2 all the time. So let us get ourselves logged on in Kettering, and if we can we log on in Kettering? Yes, we can. Here we are. We're online in Kettering, so we'll see now. So this is where This is where we start from here. This is where the job starts here now, and see where we end up now. See how it goes on. It's lunchtime, so loads of time to make anything in Kettering. It's a Wednesday, so will I stay in Kettering? Will I go maybe Northampton? Will I go to Corby or Stamford? Or, and this is the big one, could I end up going down the M1 to Watford? Or maybe even further south than that? Maybe London town. Stick around. So, driving around Kettering, and it is very, very quiet. And also, I haven't seen one Uber here at all. Not one Uber I've seen so far in Kettering. Now, this could be a very, very quiet Uber area. I have no requests, no trip radars, and also, when I look at my preferences, I'm only Uber X here, so there's no comforts here, there's no pet, and no cash trips. So it's a bit like Stoke in some respects, because Stoke-on-Trent hasn't got any comfort or Uber pet or cash trips either. So maybe here it's just a little bit of a dead zone. I've never been here before in my life, ever, to Kettering. Been around most of the UK, but never been here. So it's an experiment, isn't it, today, really? You know, Northamptonshire. We're sort of just coming out of, well, Kettering now, slightly coming out of Kettering, but I don't know where to sit or what to do, but we'll keep moving around a bit. I've refueled the car, so we're okay for that. And I've had my lunch, so I'm okay for that. So we'll just see what unfolds here. Interestingly, we'll see weekly. We'll see whether I stray outside the working area or not. I shouldn't do, but we'll see what happens in Northamptonshire. So far, very, 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 very quiet. But let's not forget, it is Wednesday. Okay, this is weird. I've been in Kettering now for an hour, and I haven't had one request or one radar, nothing. But the weirdest thing is, I haven't seen one Uber here. I've seen a couple of local cabs, but I can't read the name of the company on the side of it, of the side of the door. And I've seen a couple of like Hackney cabs, you know, the Hackney style cab with the taxi on the roof. But I haven't seen one Uber at all. So, does Uber exist in Kettering? Northamptonshire, it should do. I can log on here perfectly well. Does it exist in Kettering? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna head out of Kettering now. I'm gonna head back up towards the Midlands, because unless I get a trip soon, then Kettering for Uber could be a complete no-go. But if you've worked Kettering, if you have worked Kettering before, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you've actually done a job in Kettering. Also, I haven't seen as well any Wolverhampton plates here. I've hardly seen a cab, really. Just a couple of locals, but I can't see what their plates were because I've seen them from the side. So, a very, very few cabs so far here, but zero work. Will that change? He got all the way down there, right? He got all the way down there, and there's no work there. Oh, lad, oh, you are a whopper. Jimmy, this campsite's here, absolute whopper, whopper. Should have stayed home and got on the ale. Okay, the story so far. Well, we were in Kettering, and we were getting nothing, nowhere, absolutely nothing So I moved out of Kegworth and went up the A45, what, A43, up the A43, and we got a job, a £9 job, and we are now in Market Harborough, which is very nice. But again, oh, there's a cab, there's a taxi there, and that's got a local license to Market Harborough. So again, here I ain't seen any Ubers at all in Market Harborough. Let's have a look. Now here, I'm suddenly available again for cash trips, but I'm only UberX. I am not Comfort or Pet or anything else. So again, it's the bare minimum for Uber, bare minimum on the UberX, and that's it. No XL, nothing, just UberX here. But I haven't passed an Uber car in Market Harborough. So we're in Leicestershire. Market Harborough is in Leicestershire, but I'm heading back towards Northamptonshire and into Northampton itself. See what happens. Today is an experiment, as I've said, but it's Wednesday, midweek, but I wouldn't like to come to Kettering on a Saturday. I just don't think there's well, what I've seen so far, the work there is absolutely minimal, but we're in the centre, the very centre of historic Market Harborough. The app's rolling around, and yeah, nothing here. So we'll keep going. We've got a long day. I'm here at 8 o'clock, so you know, I've got plenty of time. Yeah, it's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so we have got absolutely bags and bags of time left to try and turn this all around. I have, as I said before, I have a target in my head, but I'm nowhere near it yet. So it was at this point in Market Harborough when I took the wrong turn and I started heading, which I thought was on the A45 heading to Coventry, but in reality I was heading on the A45 to Bedford and Milton Keynes. I strayed out of my working area completely and had to go up the M1 to get back into the working area. I thought my app went really quiet. It's quiet, too quiet, but it was outside the working area, which is very easily done. So I've been on the border of my working area and out the working area. So let's resume, and we resume in Leicestershire. Okay, so back now in the working area, and we've just nipped back up the M1 a little bit, and we got a job right into the centre of Leicester, and that is where we are right now, in the centre of Leicester. Just dropped off at Leicester station, and what happens quite a bit down here, and it does happen, is that the local taxi drivers are seeing my Sefton licence and they're looking around me saying, what are you doing here? They're not approaching me, daresn't approach me, but they're standing back and they're looking at my car and they're looking around the back of the car, but they're not coming to see me at all. They're not engaging in any conversation with me at all, but they're looking at my car like I'm from a different planet. What am I doing in Leicester station? I am perfectly entitled to work at Leicester station. Yes, cross-border hiring, like Wolverhampton drivers work across the whole of the UK. Cross-border hiring, it's here and it ain't ever going away. This is why I hate city centres. Jeez, going in the city, it's 5:25, we're in Leicester. Of course we're in Leicester, and we're trying to get our way out of Leicester. I'm on the A6, which runs through the city, but the congestion now is pretty naff. But I'm not going to take another job. I'm looking in Leicester here, and let's just see in Leicester what the preferences are down here, because like before they didn't look very good. So the preferences here, and there's no surge anywhere here at all because it's 5 o'clock. Yeah, the preferences here, it's only UberX and cash trips are available. There's no comforts here. Amazing that, isn't it really? In Derbyshire, and I'm in Manchester and now in Merseyside, there are comforts. In London there are comforts as well, but here in the East Midlands there is no comforts. I'm only Uber X, not Uber Comfort or Uber Pet. Uber Pet's not even here, so less opportunity in Leicester on the Uber app. But it's 5:25 in the evening time. All the traffic's going that way. I'm coming this way, and there's no surge anywhere. Still trying to get out of Leicester. Still trying to get out of Leicester. City centres, not great. Road network down here, not great. People don't give you an inch either. Don't let you in. Trying to change a lane, don't let you in. Push you. I try and push you off the road. Absolute no courteous, no manners, nothing. Where has people's, tolerance gone? And people will just, let you in. Years ago, when I first started driving years ago, people would just let you in junctions. If you wanted to change a lane, let you change a lane, flash you in. Everyone's happy. Now they get right up your backside. They won't move an inch to let you in or let you out. That's the society we live in, sadly. Got out of Leicester into Loughborough, heading back north again now into Loughborough. I've worked here before and I've done a video here. If you look down in my past videos, you'll see miles v pay Loughborough. Been here before and did okay, really. So we're at work in Loughborough. I'm heading back north with jobs. I've got about another hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to go. To see whether or not we make this day a profitable day, or whether we make this day a waste of time. Well, we've had a bit of a run. We've had a little bit of a run. The best little run I've had all day. We went through Loughborough, did a couple in Loughborough, and then we went out and picked up just by the East Midlands airport. And here we are in Castle Donington, famous for the racetrack in it, Castle Donington. But we're in Castle Donington now, so we're moving. We are moving. I had a little run then, which is great, which has actually boosted us up. Now today, as I said in the intro, that today is, I'm not really working today. I've got no target to aim for, but I have got a target, but I'll tell you that at the end. But I'm not under pressure for the first time really in ages. I'm not under pressure today to to work. So this is like just as I said before, it's just an experiment really, just to see what it's all about. Just give some content for a YouTube video. But it's been interesting so far, and I've still got a little bit of time to go. But we're coming out of Castle Donington, and we're heading. Well, I'm trying to head now towards Derby, then Derby to Stoke, and then Stoke, hopefully back over towards Crewe, then Crewe back home. That's the plan. But yeah, it's a little run then, but these roads are tight. These roads are tight. I've got to say, some of the driving in Leicester was awful. But up here, people seems to be a little bit more polite. But it's a nice little rural area, isn't it? But will I get a job? Will I get a job in Castle Donington? So I'm done. I'm back now in Uttoxeter. So we've done it. The experiments, if you want to call it that, just something different for the channel, if you want to call it that. But would I do it again? And how much have I actually made? Let's find out. So that's it. We're done. We're finished. How much did I make? How much did I make? Well, I did 100 quid. Now, on any other day, I would never, ever, ever, ever do that. If I was looking for a big earnings day, I wouldn't do what I just done then, because it doesn't work like that. So as an experiment and something different and to relieve the boredom, because as we all know, this job is really, really boring. I decided to do it. So 100 quid on a Wednesday, it's not great at all. Would I do it again? No. Would I work other areas again? Yes. I would work the West Midlands for a whole day, because the West Midlands, because of cash trips down there as well, I think it'd be quite interesting to work the whole day in the West Midlands. So I would work there again, but anywhere else, no. Northamptonshire, Kettering area, never, ever going there again. Thanks for watching this video. Next video we've got coming up. Yes, Lee is back. Lee is back. Yes, he's back, and he is on the next video, and we found out where he's been, what he's done, and whether or not he actually did win the lottery, because I haven't seen him for ages, and he's happy, happy, happy. But why is he so happy? We're going to find out the next video. We'll see why. We'll see his tan as well, because I think he's been to Barbados or somewhere. So we'll find out where he's been, what he's been up to, and what he is doing now. That is next video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. More people are subscribing to the channel all the time, which is fantastic. Well done, thank you. We are growing at a rate of knots. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up as always, and comment down below. I answer every one of your comments. So comment down below. Kettering for me, never do it again. But maybe you wear Kettering and maybe you do well out of Kettering. If you do, let me know down below in the comments. Have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye for now.